Welcome back, everybody, to the Jacksonville Jaguars franchise. The Jaguars are trying to keep their playoff hopes alive, and today they take on their division rivals, the Houston Texans, whom the Jaguars may have played their worst game against earlier this season in a 26-3 loss. The 8-6 Jaguars are trying to keep their playoff hopes intact, and this is a game they definitely need to win. From Houston here in Week 16, we are underway. The Texans will have it first, and here's the return from the 1. Up across the 20 and stopped near the 25-yard line by Devon House. The Texans enter at 4-10, but rookie quarterback Cooper Hankins has had a very promising year. No Arian Foster today. Instead, the starting tailback is Alfred Blue, who gets loose on the first play, breaking a tackle into Jaguar territory inside the 20 as Brian misses. Alfred Blue for 75 yards and a score. On the first play against an 8-man box, perfect counter, Byron Maxwell misses the tackle, and Blue shows off the speed. 7-0 just a few seconds in, as the Jaguars try to match. 1st and 10 Jaguars as TJ Yeldon goes nowhere. Clowney and Brian Cushing on the stop. With a 2 tight end package inside on the trap, and there is Yeldon for a couple, setting up a 3rd down. The Jaguars now have to make a play in the air. Houston brings 5 into the outside. Bortles hits Allen Robinson against Kareem Jackson for 19. 12 touchdown passes for Blake Bortles on the season. Back to pass again. Short in the flats. Here's Marquise Lee, stopped by Jackson after a solid pickup. Now in Texan territory, Bortles underneath, and there is Yeldon on the catch, making a move to get past Merciless, and he's up across the 30 for a gain of 13. Hearns isolated left, 1st and 10 against the 4-man rush. And now Bortles sprints out to the left. He has running room and takes advantage. 1st down inside the 20 as he upends Clowney with the slide. But it's good to see this offense going to work early. Inside now, breaking away for the moment, Denard Robinson fights for just 1 yard. Now 2nd and 10, Michael Riley in the game. Good coverage, Bortles rolling right, waiting for someone to break free. No one does, and he gets rid of it. Even without starting corner Jonathan Joseph, this is a great coverage unit. 3rd down and 10, 2 receivers right, 1 left. Bortles, end zone, and there's Charles Johnson for the touchdown. The Jaguars answer with an 11-play touchdown drive. And these Texan DBs are doing a lot of talking. The last 2 plays, you've seen it. I'm not sure what you could say after allowing a clean touchdown. Tie game here in the first quarter. Now Cooper Hankins on his first play goes deep, and it's Jalen Strong. Texans going for the big plays early. It's Hankins to Strong for 35. Strong and Hopkins each have over 1,250 receiving yards this season. Back to the air, Hankins going up top for Hopkins, who can't hang on against Nate Bell and Brandon Boykin. Facing 3rd and 4, here's Hankins from the empty set. With protection, he throws low, and Alfred Blue drops down to make the catch for a 1st down. From the Jacksonville 33, they try off tackle. Alfred Blue is stopped by Telvin Smith, who defends that edge better than anybody else on this team. At the 34, 3rd and 11, Hankins fires a dart to Jalen Strong. Excellent pass by Hankins off the fake. Texans now in the red zone. Inside on 1st and 10, nowhere to go for Alfred Blue. He meets Telvin Smith once again. Trying to hold Strong from the 12, it's 3rd and 4. Hankins outside, pass is caught, and Nate Bell comes down to make the tackle shy of the mark. He makes plays in the passing game, we've seen it. There's a big tackle. Texans 10, Jaguars 3 as the first quarter continues to wind down. Bortles with time, hits Michael Riley, who worked on the deep crossing route, and there's a big gain by the tight end who continues to impress. Jacksonville confident in their twin tight end sets. Now a pitch, and here is Yeldon outside to the 40, driving ahead for an extra yard. That's a gain of 4. Marquise Lee now in the game, 3rd down and 3. Pass over the middle, complete to Allen Robinson on the drag, and that puts the Jaguars back in Texan territory. Early on, the offenses have stolen the show, but here's a play by Brian Cushing, stopping TJ Yeldon for a 1-yard loss. They'll go play action now. Bortles drifting right. He throws behind Julius Thomas, and that's incomplete, setting up 3rd and 11. Still some work to do to get in field goal range. Bortles underneath, and there is Marquise Lee, who is stopped near the marker, and they gave him the spot. Wow. Jacksonville continues driving. Up the middle again. Yeldon has nowhere to go. This Texan run defense on display here early. Another third down and long for the Jaguars as pressure gets there, and the pass is intercepted. Larry Peppers in Jaguar territory, and I don't think he's going to be caught. All the way for a touchdown. We saw him exchange words with Charles Johnson. Now he lets his play do the talking. It looked like he may follow Marquise Lee to the inside, but it was zone coverage, set down right in front of Julius Thomas, and Bortles gave it right to him. That's the 14th interception on the year for Blake Bortles, and the Texans now hold a 10-point lead. Jacksonville now goes to the ground, but Yeldon still only at 2 yards a carry. In the offset eye, now Bortles rolls out off the fake. Little check down here, and Jamiz Olawale powers ahead. Clowney can't take him down cleanly, and that appears to be close to a first. 3rd and inches, and Olawale converts. Gets knocked back, but forward progress will get him the first down. Michael Riley still getting a lot of snaps. To the air now on 2nd down. That's Marquise Lee for a first. And Marquise is injured. Looks like it might be his shoulder. He's clearly in a lot of pain right now. We'll see what the status is on Marquise Lee. On 1st down, inside, and Yeldon again met and thrown down by Cushing, who's been everywhere in this first half. He's the biggest reason the Jaguars have not been able to run thus far. They're getting in too many tough 3rd downs. 3rd and 9. Bortles fires into Julius Thomas. This was an excellent throw by Bortles. Perfect timing. Jaguars now in Texan territory with 5:14 to go in the half. Against the blitz now. Bortles hangs in, throws deep to the end zone. It's intercepted. What a grab by Kevin Johnson. Bortles is intercepted again. Look at this play. Over the head of Allen Hurns. Johnson with one of the best interceptions you'll see this year. Jaguars again finding themselves making too many mistakes. And Houston's offense has been impressive, and they're very rested right now. 1st down, jump ball, and incomplete for Jalen Strong. Michael Bryan defending. Hankins wants to let his receivers make some plays. To the air again, and diving for the grab is Jonathan Baldwin, who beat Nate Bell for 20 more. Texans at midfield trying to get into scoring range again. Alfred Blue is stuffed by Posluszny and Nate Bell. Texans in their 22 personnel against the blitz on 3rd down, and Garrett Graham can't secure the catch. Big break for Jacksonville as they'll punt. 2:09 to go in this first half. Can Bortles bounce back from 2 interceptions? Here's a safe check down as TJ Yeldon will move the chains. Bortles is 12 of 18, making some good throws, but the mistakes are really hurting. Rolling out now, he hits Marquise Lee, who's back in the game, but did not get his feet in bounds. Yet another 3rd down situation here for Jacksonville. Cushing on the blitz, but Bortles gets it away, and Robinson jukes out Larry Peppers inside the 30 with the speed. Denard Robinson is down inside the 10. The Jaguars get a big spark of 56 yards. Most of those coming after the great Denard Robinson juke. Here's a great opportunity to cut into this Texan lead. Offset eye, the give goes to Yeldon, and he's stopped by Warlow at the 1. Jaguars run the clock down on 3rd down and goal. It's Yeldon again, this time for a touchdown. Good answer there by Jacksonville, and they've moved the ball well today. They just can't turn the ball over like they have. This is already much more offense than we saw in the first meeting between these teams. The Texans are content, it appears, taking this to halftime with a 3-point lead. Houston is not looking like a 4-win team. Their defense has been very opportunistic. Cooper Hankins has passed the ball very effectively, and they've made very few mistakes. Texans lead by 3. Time to get this second half underway. And if Jacksonville can clean up the turnovers, I like the way the offense has moved the ball despite minimal success from the ground game. Now Jacksonville does start the 3rd quarter here with 3 tight ends on the field, but again Yeldon is stopped, and this time Warlow and Cushing combine in the backfield. Too many negative carries for Yeldon in this game. Now under pressure, Bortles has a man open, and in Texan territory, Julius Thomas all the way inside the 35. There's another big play for the offense, and again they're in Houston territory. On first down with good protection, lob downfield is caught by Michael Riley, and the Jaguars make it inside the 10 as Riley is now shaken up. Riley has really had a big impact on this offense, and we'll see if he returns. Mercedes Lewis is now in. Off the play fake, Bortles fires for Lewis, and it's incomplete. Good coverage by Raheem Moore. 3 wide on 3rd and goal. Bortles fires to Lee, and it's incomplete as Brian Cushing rips it out. They'll settle for 3. Jaguars do tie it up to make it 17 apiece here in the 3rd, and off the play fake, Cooper Hankins is sacked. 15.5 on the season for Dante Fowler. Hankins again fakes to Blue, now fires down the middle, and there's Hopkins in Jaguar territory racing inside the 25. He's caught by Nate Bell. Byron Maxwell, who was so good the last 2 games, shows why he was benched in the first place. Coming up empty on the interception attempt. 1st and 10, now Hankins takes off. He gets past McLean inside the 10 for a gain of 11. And now Nate Bell is shaken up. And Jacksonville really can't afford to lose him. From the 8-yard line, Hankins now to pass. It's complete to Hopkins down to the 2-yard line. Houston now facing 2nd and goal. 22 personnel, Alfred Blue up the middle, diving for the end zone. The Texans have a touchdown. The defense just has not found much success against this Texan offense. It's 24-17. Can the Jaguars answer right back? They go offside to begin this possession. And finally breaking free, here is TJ Yeldon for a 14-yard pickup. They have been consistent in trying to get this run game going. And now it's Rashad Marshall with a strong gain of about 6. Is this the running game finally breaking through? Marshall again to the right side. And the rookie picks up a 1st down. In a 3-wide formation now, this time they go back to the air, and Bortles is just off the mark, trying to get the pass to Marquise Lee. On 2nd down and 10, they go back to the run, and Yeldon is stopped. Great play by Jeremy Miles, and again, it's an obvious passing situation on 3rd down. Will Fork up the middle, Bortles is able to escape, and he creates some separation. Now sets his feet, lets it fly, and the pass is incomplete. He gave Michael Riley a chance. He returned, almost made the big play. But there is Kevin Johnson. The Houston defense comes up big again. And now on the offensive side from the empty set, pass complete. And this is Jonathan Baldwin for a 1st down to the 38. Now under center, Hankins on 1st down, lobbing it up. And Hopkins goes up to get it, beating Brandon Boykin. These big receivers are not a good matchup for Jacksonville's corners, and Hankins this time is almost picked off by Boykin. He needs to make that grab. Thankfully, the Jaguars have had Nate Bell back in the game on this possession, but now giving up some running room, Hankins lost the football, and the Jaguars recover! Sergio Brown on the recovery. The rookie quarterback got too greedy, and that's the biggest play of the day for the defense. Going back to the ground game now on the counter, and Warlow's there to take down Yeldon. He's at 20 carries already. I'm sure he's going to see more. On 2nd down, Bortles hits Allen Robinson with another tight passing window just in front of Jadeveon Clowney. 2:24 to go in the 3rd. Inside handoff, Yeldon for a 1st down. And back in Texan territory, they're driving. Twins left 2 tight ends on 1st down. Bortles trying to roll out, and he runs right into J.J. Watt. Now at 17.5 sacks on the year. Jacksonville again backed up on 3rd down. Tight coverage downfield. Nowhere to go for Bortles, but backwards. Sacked again. Jacksonville can't capitalize on the fumble, and here's Cooper Hankins. Texans still up by 7. And he fires over the middle and has his pass knocked away there by Telvin Smith. With 2 tight ends, delayed give, and Ziggy Hood drives back Ben Jones and makes the tackle for loss. Nice play by Hood to force 3rd and 14. Jaguars playing soft, and Hankins missed his target. He had a chance there to convert. That was his worst pass of the day. Ryan Quigley now punts it away, and here's Denard Robinson from about the 9-yard line. Starting up the middle, angling to the far side. Look at all this running room. Across midfield to the 40 and shoved out by Warlow after a big return to the 34. Short field now for the Jaguars. They start with TJ Yeldon, and the legs keep driving even with over 20 carries on the day. That's the definition of a bell cow right there. Again, Yeldon on second down. Now off tackle and stopped. Well played by Kevin Johnson. Third down Jaguars. It's a third and short this time. Bortles with protection. Fires and complete. Marquise Lee inside the 10. First down Jacksonville. They spread the field on first and goal. Texans bring 4. Watt hits Bortles, but wide open. Julius Thomas for the touchdown. He almost lost his footing, but then he kept his balance. For some reason, swapped the ball to his other hand and went in for the touchdown. This game is tied. It's been a very exciting one. Still 9 minutes to play, and Hankins goes down again. 16.5 for Fowler. Texans backed up here in some trouble. Hankins from about the 2-yard line he stands and completes the pass to Jalen Strong. Shy of the marker, they'll punt again. After a great return last time by Denard Robinson, what can he make happen from the 18? Up the numbers, he angles to the near side. Look at all this running room. Gets a block, and here he goes inside the 40. Another short field here for the Jaguar offense. What a day for Denard Robinson. Again, they're going right back to the ground game. Off tackle, Yeldon fighting ahead, flag down. It would have been 3rd and 4. Instead, face mask on the Texans. Houston stacks the box and shows blitz. Here they come. Bortles to the end zone. It's a touchdown for Allen Hurns. He saw the blitz coming, knew he'd have the one-on-one on the outside. Perfect call for the touchdown. The Jaguars lead by 7. 5.5 minutes left to go as Cooper Hankins completes the pass short to Garrett Graham. Now can they avoid a third straight punt? On 3rd and 1, it's a fake. Hankins checked down and complete. Alfred Blue moves the chains in the air instead. Still 4:13 left to go, and yet another fake for Hankins. All day, now fires complete, and here is Perkins with a lot of running room, all the way to the Jacksonville 24. There was a huge void in the defense, and they allow yet another big play. Quickly moving down the field, Hankins in some trouble, gets away from one, but not Chris Smith. He's sacked back at the 37-yard line. Suddenly, it's 2nd down and 22. 4-man rush. Hankins short and dropped by Perkins this time, and it's 3rd down and 22. From the 37. Pressure there again, and Hankins is sacked once more out of field goal range. Franklin Fitzgerald and Dan Skuta combine. That was a resilient stop by the Jacksonville defense. Now can they run this clock out? On a toss to Yeldon, he gets outside, but Cushing's there again. 3-yard gain. 3rd down and 7 with 2 minutes left to go. Bortles passing for it. Pressure off the edge. It's Watt, and the pass is incomplete. And the Texans will have another chance. Can the defense slam the door on this comeback attempt? 90 seconds left for Hankins, who fires complete to the outside. That's Baldwin. That puts the Texans just shy of midfield. Hopkins lines up in the slot. Pressure there, but the pass goes outside, and Strong makes the reception. Tackled by Bell at the Jaguar 34. Again, they spread this defense out. Clean pocket for Hankins, who passes long for Lance Kendricks, and the Texans have it inside the 10. Hankins has quickly moved them down the field. Now 1st and goal. Hankins takes off, and into the end zone. He has tied the game. What a drive put together by Cooper Hankins, and we're tied with less than a minute to go. Can the Jaguars at least get into field goal range? 48 seconds on the clock. Bortles facing pressure. He lost the football, but the Jaguars thankfully keep it. And they'll just let this go to overtime. Jacksonville was close to having this game wrapped up, but Cooper Hankins got one more chance and put together the most impressive drive he has all game. Now we're in overtime. The Jaguars will call it, and the Texans have won the toss. A touchdown ends the game. A field goal will continue, of course. 31-31, and overtime is underway. Cooper Hankins back to work. He throws complete to Lance Kendricks, and the Texans start things by getting close to their 40. Now in the shotgun on 1st and 10, it's a screen set up. Flag down, pass complete, and Alfred Blue gets outside for about 9, and we'll check the flag. Michael Bryan now getting in the face of DeAndre Hopkins, and the flag is on him for holding. Now is not the time to be losing your cool and committing dumb penalties. At the 44, Blue off tackle, and a great tackle was made by Sergio Brown. Houston brings in the fullback now, offset I. Blue again meets Pusluzny but gets away and stumbles forward for about 4. Now it's 3rd down and 5. Jacksonville showing blitz, but they back off, and Nate Bell could have intercepted that. Instead, he knocks it away and will force a punt. At least the defense got the stop. Denard Robinson has had some great punt returns today. Won't have a chance here as it goes out of bounds at the 5. Jacksonville is backed up, but they have the football. It's now a sudden death situation, and Yeldon loses yards on 1st down. It's Brian Cushing. Now to a stack formation. Bortles from the end zone. Short and complete. Thomas picks up about 5. Now it's 3rd down for Jacksonville deep in their own territory. And A.J. Cann moved. False start makes it 3rd down and 11. Bortles stands in his own end zone, needs a play here. Fires down the middle, and Marquise Lee dropped it. He had the 1st down. They trusted him to make the play on 3rd down, but he couldn't come through. Now Brian Anger has to punt from the end zone. Remember, a field goal wins the game. On the return is Hopkins. He's in Jaguar territory inside the 40 and stopped at the 37. From this spot, it's a 54-yard try. They stack the box, await the run, and Alfred Blue doesn't get much, maybe 1 or 2. They're just trying to get closer. Graham in motion, handoff, Blue spinning forward, fighting down to the 30-yard line. From here it would be a 47-yard try. 3rd and 3, Blue again, angles left and picks up the 1st down. Will they try to get closer? The offense stays on the field. And Byron Maxwell comes through to make the stop. There's a loss of 3. Can they keep pushing them backwards? Travaris Cadet now gets the handoff, and McLean makes the stop for maybe a half-yard loss. 3rd down and 13 now. Cadet's in there again, and Cadet breaks out of Pusluzny's tackle and gets maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Now they bring out the field goal unit, a 47-yard try to win the game, and the kick is good. Houston defeats Jacksonville again, and the Jaguars fall to 8-7 on the year. Exciting come-from-behind comebacks have fueled the positivity behind this Jaguars season. This time they find themselves on the wrong end of a heartbreaking finish. Cooper Hankins played a great game, and we had a tough time matching up against their receivers. In man-to-man, they have big physical advantages, so we played a lot of zone coverage today, but Hankins proved that zone coverage wasn't an issue for him. He passed the ball very effectively, almost had a couple interceptions, but Brandon Boykin dropped his opportunity, and Nate Bell elected for the safe play and just knocked his away to force 4th down. The Texans again outplayed us, and they edged us out by 3. The Jaguars are now 8-7, having lost 3 out of their past 4 games. The Titans have now won the AFC South with their victory today. I talked about the division being our best chance to make the playoffs. That's no longer an option. And in the wildcard race, there are 3 9-win teams ahead of us and 2 8-win teams beside us. And the wildcard tiebreakers are very hard to figure out when there's so many teams involved. Unless a team has a head-to-head sweep, you have to go to conference record. And the Jaguars are only 5-6 in conference, with Oakland at 5-6, Baltimore at 6-5. Kansas City, now these are the 9-win teams. Kansas City's at 7-4, the Jets are at 8-4, and the Broncos are at 6-5. And so at this point, entering week 17, I don't see any way the Jaguars can make the playoffs. even if they had won today, they'd still be in a spot where they needed help to get in. This season is still a big improvement, but it's not what we thought it would be after the way this season began. We went from 4-0 now to 8-7, as we were unable to find a consistent method to win games. And so I give you guys another prospect preview here to end the Week 16 episode. Here's a big body receiver, Vladimir Mims from LSU. Great hands, makes the spectacular plays and the catches in traffic. Here is second-round cornerback, who's actually a lot better, it seems, than his projection indicates. Deontay King from Alabama, great man cover, press corner at 5'10", 190. Here is a undersized but speedy receiver, Julius Blake, who has great hands, also great release, spectacular catch, very intriguing prospect. One more this week. I think every team should always target a late round or undrafted running back, and we're going to do that every season. A.J. Kelly, who is from Mississippi Valley State, and his athleticism and strength could be something that impresses us enough to take him later in the draft. But that takes us to Week 17, and by the looks of things, we are eliminated from playoff contention. In Week 17, we take on the Indianapolis Colts, and you may see me put in some of the other backups. You may see perhaps Nataki Mason get a chance to show what he can do. I won't start Nataki Mason, but I do want to give him at least maybe a quarter or so of playing time. We haven't seen him in a while, and I want to see if the time on the bench and some of the progression, if that has helped him. So Week 17 is up next. I have begun to put together my off-season plan, and we'll see what happens after Week 17. Thank you all for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed. Leave below any feedback that you have, and subscribe for much more Jaguars franchise to come. I'll see you guys in Week 17. Have a great day.